in part 2 of the Choose Wisely series, and today we are going to take up the second question and try and answer that. In martial arts, we can judge our progress from white belt to black belt or more. But in yoga, how to judge our progress, since all institutions offer TTC courses for 3 months to 1 year to 2 years? Can we really become an expert in such a small time? Well, no, you cannot become an expert in such a small time. Yoga is something that we do for the lifetime, in fact many lifetimes. However, that said, there are ways to measure your progress in yoga. Now, yoga being a makeover of our personality at 3 different levels: physiological, mental and spiritual. There are ways to measure your progress at each of these levels, okay? So when we talk about physiological level, you can check whether the elements of your body are in greater balance, your blood profile, your hormones, excretion, the circulation, respiration, all these functions, are they performing in harmony with each other? Whether you feel generally healthier and more confident of your well-being. That's the physiological part. And talking to the mental part, this is the place where all your emotions come in. So you have to see whether you become emotionally stronger. Is it more difficult now for people or incidents to hurt you, anger you or fluster you? Okay, do you generally feel more in control of how you think, how you take events in your life? That's the mental part. And then coming to the third, the most interesting part, which is the spiritual part, okay? Yoga is very unique in giving this part a lot of focus. So at spiritual level, you have to see whether you worry less about future. Do you have more faith in the world around you? Do you see yourself as a small cog in the large wheel of universe? Do you feel a sense of oneness with the world around? That's the spiritual part. However, trying to observe all these things requires a very heightened sense of self-awareness. So let me also share some of the easier ways to measure your progress. Number 1, emotional count, okay? This is where you can maintain a diary where you record every single time you get angry, irritated or flustered, and be honest with the number of counts and see whether day by day with the practice of yoga techniques are you getting emotionally stronger, okay? The breath count is the second piece that you can actually measure. Lower number of breaths per minute is a sign of increased physiological, mental and spiritual well-being. Something that happens very naturally without exertion, without any external force on you, okay? With the practice of pranayama and other yoga techniques, as your body becomes more relaxed, more controlled, your breath also slows down and the number of breaths we take in a single minute reduces. One thing is you can get instruments attached to your body and check certain things. For example, the brain waves. Now, in deeper meditative states, it is said that the alpha waves dominate the flow in the brain. Similarly, there are instruments which can check our dream patterns these days. A lower dream count in a night or dreamless sleep is actually a sign of reduction or absence of subconscious baggage that we carry in our mind over many years and many lifetimes. Coming to the fourth, you can check your ability to concentrate. Yoga, in a sense, is concentration in itself. With yoga, you get an advanced ability, a greater ability to concentrate. And if concentration is increasing for you, that means you're doing yoga, right? That means you're progressing in yoga. The last but not the least, there is a scripture by Patanjali, Yoga Sutras. You can refer to that treatise to get all the information you need, how to progress in yoga, what are the different techniques to adopt for different personality types, what are the signs that can be taken as genuine progress in yoga. That's all from me on this, and I hope I have been able to address the query to some extent. We'll be covering the third question in our next part. Thank you.